Before his triumphant, long overdue victory at the Alola League, Ash Ketchum competed in and lost in 6 other regional Pokemon leagues. So in this video, I'll be ranking all of Ash Ketchum's Pokemon League defeats from worst to best. We'll consider the battle itself, the emotional impact of the battle, the after effects of the battle, and much more. But for a video like this, you've got to remember these are just my opinions. There is no right or wrong way to rank these defeats, all we have is our own personal opinions. So let me know your rankings in the comments below. Finally, be sure to like and subscribe too. We're less than 2,500 subscribers away from 50,000, and that is so exciting. And now, let's jump straight into my rankings. Number 6. The Hoenn League. Ash lost against Tyson in the top 8 of the Evergrande Conference. And man, it's not until you rewatch this battle that you realise just how lackluster and disappointing it is. The entire 6v6 was in one episode, and a quarter of that episode was spent on Team Rocket's shenanigans. Like, who made that decision? Literally half of the Pokemon in this battle were defeated in one move, including ones like Ash's Grovyle, Ash's Glalie, and Tyson's Sceptile. And even most of the other matchups were super rushed and disappointing too. The only cool moments of this battle were Swellow stopping Donphan's rollout, Pikachu battling Metagross, and Pikachu versus Meowth. But even those elements had some issues, like how Swellow defeated Donphan by just pushing it into a rock, and how Pikachu lost to a species of Pokemon that he's defeated a million times in the past. This whole battle was rushed, and it didn't show off the strength of either Ash or Tyson. I mean, at least the Battle Frontier made up for this disappointing end to the Hoenn League. Number 5. The Unova League. Ash lost against Cameron in the top 8 of the Virtuous Conference. I am a passionate supporter of the Black and White series. I seriously love it so much. But even I can't defend this battle. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The fact that Cameron defeated Ash after only bringing 5 Pokemon into a 6v6 battle. The only thing this achieved was making Ash look really weak, and that is it. I don't know if they were trying to make Cameron look super strong, but that didn't really work out either, because whatever strength they set up for him was undone by the fact that Cameron sent out a Ferrothorn against Pignite and a Swanna against Pikachu. So he clearly wasn't that much of a great battler. But to be honest, that wasn't even my biggest issue with this battle. My biggest issue was how basic the battle was. There were close to 0 strategies. The entire battle was just Ash and Cameron yelling over and over, use this move, now use this move, now use that move. It was so incredibly basic and repetitive and boring, and was such a huge downgrade from the battles that came before it. The only awesome part of this battle to me was Riolu's strategies, but that's mainly just because they were the only strategies in the entire battle. But hey, at least Ash's Pokemon had time to shine throughout the battle without being one-shotted every second. So that instantly makes it better than Ash versus Tyson, in my eyes. Number 4. The Kanto League. Ash lost against Richie in the Indigo Plateau, and let's be honest, this battle aged absolutely terribly. For example, for some reason, Ash's Pokemon are considered defeated just because they fell asleep from sleep powder. One of Richie's Pokemon are considered to be defeated just because Richie recalled it. And what is actually shocking is that only one single move was called in the entire battle. Ash and Richie's Pokemon just battled each other, choosing their own moves and choosing what to do without any input from their trainers for the entire battle. That is honestly crazy. But one thing that I won't criticise this battle for, that I often see people criticising it for, is Ash losing because of Charizard disobeying him and refusing to battle. I thought this was the perfect way for Ash to lose his first Pokemon League. It really illustrated just how much of a rookie he was, since he never managed to tame his Charizard. and this led to him trying harder and harder and really maturing and focusing on his training so that he could befriend and tame Charizard in the Orange Islands. And him maturing in this way set him on his path for the rest of the series. Maybe the battle aged poorly, but the effects of the battle were monumental for Ash's character development. So for that reason, I can't bring myself to dislike this battle. Number 3. The Sinnoh League. Ash lost against Tobias in the Lily of the Valley Conference, as I'm sure we all remember very clearly. Look, the concept of Ash being demolished by a dude with legendary Pokemon after he just won the biggest battle of his life was always gonna enrage the fanbase. Understandably so, because it sucked seeing Ash at his peak being taken down in that way. But truthfully, I don't really know what else the writers could have done. At that point of the series, Ash was seriously unstoppable. He had his strongest team yet, he was using all of his past Pokemon, and he was on top of the world from taking down his strongest rival. The writers clearly weren't allowed to let Ash win the Sinnoh League, so to me the only way that they could have made Ash lose was to introduce someone like Tobias, because anyone else taking Ash down would have made Ash look really weak. At least Heracross, Gible, and especially Sceptile and Pikachu really got the chance to shine in this battle, working hard to take down 2 legendary Pokemon, which is beyond awesome. Although this wasn't the best way to end a Pokemon League, I'm glad that we at least got to see how strong Ash and his Pokemon are. So for that reason, I don't hate this battle. Well, I don't anymore anyway. If you asked me when this was still fresh in the years following Diamond and Pearl, my answer would have been very different. Number 2. The Johto League. Ash lost against Harrison in the Silver Conference, and this was a fantastic battle. Although there were the odd few Pokemon that got one-shotted, this was always remedied by amazing, smart strategies. For example, some Pokemon used status moves, like Hypnosis. Kecleon used its colour change ability. Harrison realised that the only way he could take down Ash's Snorlax was to use its own power against it with Counter. Ash knew that Houndoom's moves all came from its mouth, so he used Bayleaf's vines to seal its mouth. And there were so many other good strategies too. Harrison also used Pokemon from Hoenn, which was an absolutely brilliant idea. It genuinely made sense why Ash struggled to battle them, because they were totally new to him, and he couldn't predict how they would battle. And finally, if you ask me, the Charizard vs Blaziken showdown was exceptional. The concept of making the Fire Starter Pokemon of the upcoming generation be the one to take down Ash's powerful Charizard was genius. Not only does it hype up the next generation for the viewers, but it also makes Ash excited to go to Hoenn too. And in general, the battle between Charizard and Blaziken was so tense and so thrilling, because it could have went either way. I just really loved Ash and Harrison's battle because it genuinely felt like 2 incredibly competent and powerful Pokemon trainers giving it their absolute all. And it just so happened that Harrison was a tiny bit more experienced. Overall, it was an amazing battle. Number 1. The Kalos League. Ash lost against Lana in the Lumiose Conference in a battle that caused absolute riots in the community. But truthfully, I think the main reason this result made everyone mad wasn't really because of the battle. It was mostly because of the promotional material for the battle. When the writers titled the episode Kalos League Victory, Ash's Ultimate Match, then obviously everyone's gonna get hyped up about Ash finally winning a Pokemon League after 20 years. So it really did feel like we were misled and lied to. But as for the battle itself, I thought it was fantastic. The only issues that I had with it were that Noivern and Goodra were done dirty, but regardless of that, almost every single Pokemon got time to shine before being defeated. There were some awesome strategies that Ash and Lana utilised, like Tyranitar's Sandstream, Goodra's Rain Dance, Bisharp's Guillotine, Noivern's Echolocation, Hawlucha's quick feet movements, and much more. It really did feel like both trainers were giving it everything they had. And that brings us to the Greninja vs Charizard showdown. That battle was phenomenal, with both Pokemon reaching new heights of power. But in the end, Charizard ended up being a little bit stronger. Some people hated this, but truthfully, it made sense to me. Alolan and Charizard were always set up as being above and beyond Ash's strength from the very beginning of the Mega Evolution special episodes. He was always that strong, and we saw his backstory to find out why too. Personally, I think that Alolan was handled the best out of any of Ash's league losses. He was set up like a year beforehand, he was always shown to be super strong, he had a great story of his own, and he really did earn that victory. Personally, I would take that any day over a brand new character showing up for the first time ever just to defeat Ash. So there we have it. Those were Ash Ketchum's Pokemon League losses, ranked from worst to best, in my opinion of course. Let me know your rankings in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe too. I'm sorry if I sounded a little bit painful in this video, I'm a little bit under the weather right now, but I really wanted to make this video anyway. I hope it wasn't too painful to listen to. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.